We study the Byzantine Empire because the Byzantine Empire affected Western culture as well as Eastern by encouraging trade, mixing cultures, and using the first form of currency. The Byzantine Empire had an excellent harbor and many good fishing spots in its vicinity. It occupied a strategic position between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea, and therefore soon became a leading port and trade center linking the continents of Europe and Asia. The Byzantine Empire was the predominantly Greek-speaking continuation of the eastern half of the Roman Empire. The Umayyads were an Islamic dynasty established in 661. The Umayyad Caliph ruled as a vast empire extending from Europe to India until 750. Therefore, the line continued in Spain until 1031. The Umayyads spoke Arabic. The Ghana Empire was a West African empire built off trade, salt and gold. They had a centralized government. The Ghana Empire was Islamic. Medieval Europe ran off the feudal system. The feudal system declined after the Crusades, and finally the Black Death had wiped it out. The most common job in the medieval economy was of a peasant farmer who worked in the manors of their lords. Religion was an integral part of medieval society. The Catholic Church had a strong influence on both politics and daily lives.
There are important people who helped run the empire. Justinian was the emperor of the Byzantine Empire who created the Justinian Code, which was a set of Roman laws that unified the empire. He expanded the empire, rebuilt Constantinople, and built Hagia Sophia. Then there was Muhammad, who saw different cultures, violence, and poverty. He started meditating and told people he was visited by an angel named Gabriel. Gabriel was telling him revelations from God, Allah. He became the religious leader of Islam and created the 5 pillars of Islam. Next, there was Mansa Musa. He was a very powerful king who, when in power, doubled the size of the empire. He was a debut Muslim who took a pilgrimage and brought back Muslim scholars. Charlemagne ruled from 768 to 814 and ruled much of Western Europe and Central Europe. He combined Roman, Christian, and Germanic culture. Education and culture was a very important aspect to him. This last person wasn't someone who helped run the empire, but was very important in general. Joan of Arc was a very religious woman who experienced visions. The soldiers in the war were inspired by her faith. She was later captured in 1430 and was put to death on charges of witchcraft. These people were similar because they were all very religious in different ways. They were also all from Islamic empires. They were different because of the approaches they took and the places that they were from.
The Byzantine Empire had finally came to an end was because riots and rebellions from citizens, the plague, outside invasions, barbarians, and Muslims. Slowly, more land was taken away until eventually Ottoman Empire controlled Constantinople. The Umayyads ended when they started having internal issues. These leaders became corrupt. They started favoring Arabs. They created a division in Islam, taxed the non-Muslims and converts. Their military was defeated numerous times. Abbasid ended when people fought over succession, financial corruption. Officials who were non-Arabs tried to break away from the central government. New caliphs were formed around the empire. The Seljuk Turks were hired as soldiers, but eventually took control parts of the empire. Medieval Europe ended with the bubonic plague. This caused shortage of workers, less demand of food, ended feudalism, and lowered prices. Ghana became very wealthy from trade and was weakened by wars and was collapsed in the 1100s. Mali, civil war was divided the kingdom and Songhai took over. Songhai. They were eventually conquered by people from Morocco.
What?